Most people think essential oils are just for making your home smell nice. But what if I told you these tiny little bottles actually have the power to change how you feel, physically and emotionally? If you're like most women that I talk to, busy, health conscious, and maybe a little tired of all the toxins and quick fixes, you've probably wondered if there's a more natural way to feel better and care for your family. That's exactly what we're going to explore together today. I'm Stacy Paulsen, a mom of six, yes, six, trail runner, entrepreneur, and someone who believes that by small and simple things, great things really are brought to pass. That's not just a scripture to me. It's how I live. Small, simple habits, small, simple moments. They create extraordinary results in motherhood, in health, and in life. I believe our bodies are divinely designed to heal. We're not in a shortage of medication. We're often just missing the natural tools and daily rhythms that help the body do what it's created to do. In this Essential Oil Secrets Masterclass, I will show you the simple science behind why oils work and how to start using them to support your body, emotions, and home naturally. So let's dive in. So let's start with something most people don't really realize. When you breathe in an essential oil, even just one deep inhale, it doesn't just smell nice. In seconds, those aromatic molecules actually travel through the nose to a part of your brain called the limbic system. That's the emotional control center. It influences things like your mood, your memory, even your stress response. In fact, studies show certain essential oils can begin influencing your brain chemistry in under 30 seconds, literally shifting how you feel before you even realize it. That's why one breath of wild orange can lift your mood, or lavender can calm a racing mind. Your brain is translating that aroma into emotion. I love watching this moment in workshops that I do. Someone takes a deep breath of frankincense, their shoulders drop, and you can see their whole body exhale. That's your brain responding to nature. And that's what makes essential oils so different from synthetic fragrances or air fresheners. They aren't fake scents trying to cover up things in your environment. They're natural compounds that can actually support your body and emotions. They don't mask, they communicate. They remind your body how to function the way that it was designed to, which is why so many women and families that I work with say, it's like I finally feel in control again, naturally. But here's the thing, not all oils are created equal. And this is where most people get confused. When you walk into a store or you're scrolling online, every bottle claims to be pure or therapeutic. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what really makes the difference between oils that simply smell good and oils that actually make a difference in how you feel and in your body chemistry. Once you understand this, you'll never look at essential oils the same way again. Now that you understand how essential oils interact with your body and emotions, the next question is, why do some oils seem to work beautifully while others do almost nothing? The answer comes down to one word: purity. Research have found that even tiny chemical differences from soil, harvest time, or distillation can completely change an oil's effect on your body. One study showed lavender grown in its natural native soil produced up to 40% more calming compound. You see, essential oils are highly concentrated plant extracts. Literally, the chemistry of the plant is captured in the bottle. But if the plant wasn't grown in the right soil, harvested at the right time, or distilled with care, the chemistry actually changes. And when that happens, your body doesn't get the same benefits. It's like the difference between a fresh, sun-ripened tomato from your garden and a pale one that has been sitting in a store for weeks. They might look similar, but one nourishes you, the other barely has flavor. The difference isn't just in the idea of produce, it's in the purity of what's inside and the potency of what's inside. If you've ever crushed fresh peppermint, you know the cooling scent. You can feel its life. That living chemistry is what gives pure oils their power. When I first started learning about essential oils, I honestly thought all brands were the same. I tried a few inexpensive ones that I had bought online, but after a while I noticed something. The smell was there, but the results weren't. So I started researching, and what I discovered completely changed how I look at oils. I learned that the most effective oils are sourced where those plants naturally thrive. So lavender from France, frankincense from Somalia, peppermint from Washington. They're tested for purity, free from fillers, and produced by people who actually care about the growers and the land. And when I switched to those kind of oils, everything changed. My sleep improved, my stress went down, my metabolism kicked in, my hormones weren't raging, the pain in my knees went away. I finally felt the difference that I'd been hoping for. So in the next part of this class, I'll show you exactly what to look for when choosing essential oils, how to tell if what you're buying is truly pure, and which sources that you can actually trust. Once you know this, you'll never waste money on fake or watered down oils again. Because when you finally experience the purity your body was designed for, it's like your whole system exhales. It just feels right. All right, let's talk about what to actually look for when you're choosing essential oils. Because once you know what to check for, you'll be able to tell in seconds whether a company is truly selling pure, potent oils or just marketing words in a pretty bottle. I know how confusing it can be because I've been there. Standing in a store or scrolling online, reading labels that all sound kind of the same, I used to feel totally lost too. There are 3 things I always look for when I'm evaluating essential oils: purity, potency, and transparency. Purity means that the oil hasn't been diluted or cut or contaminated. It should be just one ingredient, nothing added, nothing taken away. Potency means the chemistry of the oil is strong enough to actually have a therapeutic effect. That depends on where the plants are grown, how they're distilled, altitude, soil, and timing all matters. And transparency means the company is open about where their oils come from, how they're tested, and what's inside every single bottle. If you can't find that information, that's a red flag. For example, when independent lab tests test essential oils, even small traces of synthetic additives can completely change how your body reacts. One study found that an oil labeled 100% pure lavender was actually less than 30% real lavender chemistry. That's why purity matters. Your body knows the difference. Now here's where a lot of people get misled: the labels. Terms like 100% pure or therapeutic grade sound impressive, but they're not actually regulated by any government agency. So technically, anyone can print those words on a bottle, even if the oil inside is mixed with synthetic fragrance or a carrier oil. That's why I always go beyond the label. When I first learned that, I felt a little shocked. I thought I had been buying something natural all along. But once I knew what to look for, I realized how easy it is to spot the difference. A few ways that you can spot a truly pure essential oil: look for batch-specific testing. The best companies share not only GCMS reports, but all of their quality testing results that show exactly what's in that oil and what's not, performed by independent labs. Check sourcing. Real essential oils come from where those plants naturally grow best, not mass-produced farms that chase profit. Most essential oil companies get their oils from the same few middlemen and don't work directly with the growers, so they don't really know where the oils are coming from. Smell and experience. Pure oils often have complexity, a richness that feels alive, not flat or perfumey. And when you use them, you'll feel their effect within seconds, not hours. I sometimes show this in my workshops. If you place a drop of synthetic lavender oil on paper, it leaves a greasy ring when it dries. Pure lavender evaporates clean. It's a simple test that anyone can do. When I discovered these standards, it completely changed how I shopped for oils. I stopped wasting money on products that looked good on the outside, but didn't actually do anything. And once I experienced what true purity and potency felt like, that's when essential oils started making a real difference in my life. One of the first times I used verified pure peppermint essential oil, I felt my breathing open up instantly. It was a moment I'll never forget. I realized this is what my body was missing all along. So now that you know what to look for, let's talk about the next piece of the puzzle: your body. Because even when you're using the highest quality oils, your experience will depend on what's happening inside of you. Let me explain. You deserve to feel the full benefit of what nature created. And it starts by knowing what's real. So now that you know what makes an essential oil truly pure and potent, there's another piece to the puzzle, one that almost no one talks about, and it's this: the same essential oil can work very differently for different people. Let me explain why. You might have even experienced this. Maybe a friend swears by an essential oil for sleep or energy, and you try it, but nothing happens. That doesn't mean oils don't work. It means your body is sending you important information. Think of your body like a car. Essential oils are like the key. They can start the engine, wake things up, get your systems moving. But if there's no fuel in the tank, no nutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, water, that engine won't run very far. Recent studies show that essential oils can actually help the body absorb more nutrients, but only if those nutrients are present to begin with. So when your body is nourished, the oils amplify the function. It's a simple partnership. Essential oils are like the ignition key. They turn on these pathways that tell your body what to do. But the nutrients, your vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, probiotics, those are the fuel. They give your body the raw materials that actually do the work. So without the oils, you might have fuel, but no activation. And without the nutrients, you might have ignition, but nothing to run on. When you bring both together, the oils and the nutrients, that's when everything really starts working. That's when you go from surviving to thriving. Here's the cool part. Some essential oils actually help your body absorb nutrients better. Think of them like little shuttles or a VIP passkey in your gut. Oils like lavender, lemongrass, ginger, peppermint, and wild orange can help open those cellular doors so that vitamins and minerals get in more effectively. In one study, pairing these oils with nutrients increased absorption of vitamin C up to 4 times, iron over 6 times more absorption, and vitamin E over 5 times. So it's not just what you take, it's what you actually absorb. And when your body is nourished, oils amplify that function you're already supporting. Oils are incredible at opening pathways, helping your body do what it was designed to do. But your body still needs the right building blocks to keep those pathways flowing. That's why I teach that essential oils work best when your body has enough of the right things. Nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats, water and electrolytes, probiotics and greens that keep your gut and cells balanced. When those are present, essential oils can do their job beautifully. You start to notice more energy, better sleep, clearer skin, calmer emotions, because your body finally has what it needs to respond. One woman in my community started using oils for stress, but didn't feel much at first. When we looked deeper, she realized she was barely drinking water and skipping meals. Once she began nourishing her body, the same oils she already owned suddenly worked like magic. But there's another side to it too, the things that block those pathways. And that's where toxins come in. Things go wrong when we have too many of the wrong things. Toxins from synthetic fragrances, certain seed oils, processed foods, chemicals and candles, personal care or cleaning products, and even medications can interfere with our cells' communication. It's like static on a radio. The signal from your essential oils can't come in through clearly. So when we reduce those, the essential oils suddenly work so much better. It's like clearing traffic on a highway. Everything moves faster and smoother. I had a client who swapped out her plug-in air freshener and cleaned up her diet, and within weeks, she messaged me saying, "It's like the oils finally turned on." That's what happens when your body isn't fighting against constant toxins. So when I help someone to start their essential oil journey, I look at both sides of the equation, bringing in enough of the right good things, pure, potent essential oils and foundational nutrition, and gently removing the bad, wrong things, the daily toxins that slow your body down. That's why I love starting people with collections that actually support both, not just the essential oils, but the nutrients, probiotics, and low-tox swaps that help the body truly thrive. Because when you nourish your body and reduce what's disrupting it, essential oils don't just smell nice. They literally can transform your health. When your body is balanced and supported, everything feels easier. Your mood, your focus, your hormones, your energy. You stop reacting and start responding. That's when true wellness begins. In the next part of this class, I will show you exactly what that looks like, how to choose the best place to start depending on where your body is right now, whether you're already living healthy and low tox, or you're just beginning to make those changes. I will show you. Because when you give your body what it needs and take away what it doesn't, the results with essential oils can be absolutely life-changing. And that's the moment that I love the most, when someone realizes their body isn't broken. It just needed the right support to thrive. And that transformation always starts with small and simple rituals. So now that you understand why essential oils work and how your body's readiness can amplify those results, the next step is simple. Finding the best place for you to start. If you've made it this far in the class, you're clearly someone who cares deeply about your health, your family, and doing things the natural way. You're exactly the kind of person who's going to get incredible results with this. When I began using essential oils years ago, I tried several brands before I found one that truly aligned with everything that I believed in: purity, potency, transparency, and sustainability. And that's when I discovered doTERRA, which actually means gift of the earth. I remember the first time that I opened a bottle of doTERRA lavender. It wasn't just the smell, it was how I felt. My breathing slowed, my shoulders relaxed. I could tell immediately this was different. It felt alive. What stood out to me wasn't just their quality, it was their heart. Every bottle is sourced from where the plants grow best. They partner directly with farmers around the world. Most of these are in developing countries, and they test every batch for purity and effectiveness. So I know exactly what I'm putting on my skin, in my body, and into my home. They even use testing standards called certified pure, tested grade. That means every batch is third-party verified, and they perform over 60 tests on each batch of oil with results that you can look up online. No other company does this. No secrets, no guessing. One thing that convinced me doTERRA is different is how seriously they take research and collaboration, with over 100 external partnerships with hospitals, universities, and clinics to better understand how oils can truly work best for us. For instance, they've also joined hands with St. Elizabeth Healthcare to establish a center for integrative oncology, weaving oils into patient care alongside conventional therapies. Those aren't just marketing lines. They reflect a commitment to bringing natural solutions into credible real-world wellness. Now, depending on where you're at in your health journey, there are a few great ways to get started. If you're already eating well, staying hydrated, and living a fairly low-tox lifestyle, you'll probably notice incredible results just by starting with the oils themselves. For that, I recommend the Essential Foundations Kit. It includes the most versatile oils, the top 10 for emotional and physical support, like lavender, peppermint, frankincense, and a few others that every home should have, along with the foundational nutrients that help your body respond beautifully. But if you know that your body could use more support, maybe you're feeling tired, stressed, having metabolic health challenges, issues, maybe challenges eating healthy or struggling with cravings, maybe you're having hormone issues, struggling with sleep, or you're just ready for a reset, then the Natural Solutions Kit is a perfect starter point. It combines the oils with the full system of nutrition, probiotics, green, toxin-free lifestyle swaps, so that you can both add in the good and remove the bad all at once. One mom I worked with started with the Natural Solutions Kit, and it's actually the one that I started with after years of fatigue and headaches. Within weeks, she said, it feels like my energy came back and my home finally smells like peace. That's what happens when everything starts working together. The beautiful thing is you don't have to figure this out alone. When you get started through this class, I'll personally help you find the best fit for your goals and guide you step by step as you begin your journey. My goal is to help you feel confident using your essential oils, to understand why they work and how to make them a part of your everyday wellness in a way that truly fits your life and is sustainable. Because this isn't about buying a product. It's about beginning a lifestyle that aligns with the healthiest, most vibrant version of you. So if you're ready to get started, here's what to do next. Just click the link below this video to explore your options. You'll see both kits, the Essential Foundations and the Natural Solutions, and you can choose whichever one aligns best with where you are right now. And if you're not sure which one's right, don't worry. You can message me directly, and I'll help you figure out the best place to start. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress and sustainability. If I could do this as a mom of 6, building a business, raising a family, still finding time to run, you can too. And I can tell you from experience, once you start using pure essential oils the right way, with the right foundation in place, your body and your life can change in ways you never imagined. I can't wait to welcome you inside of our community and watch your journey unfold, because every small decision that you make toward natural wellness today becomes a ripple, one that touches your family, your home, and your future. Thank you for spending this time with me. Your wellness journey starts with one small, simple step, and I'm honored to take it with you.